Well, hello once again. It's great to be back with you once again in this battle for correction and redirection. If you like what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up? If you really dig what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? It won't cost you a single dime. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and share? Well, if you had the opportunity and you've taken advantage of viewing any of the content from this channel, you know that my number one goal is to get people to think for themselves. Although I believe there is a need for correction and redirection within a lot of segments in society, I also believe that there are more people within those segments that are making the right moves and prospering on all fronts. Those individuals are prospering spiritually, financially, relationship-wise, and so on and so forth. The problem is, too many people who feed on social media only wish to feast on negative menus with depravity as a dessert. The truth of the matter is, even as a teenager growing up in the hood, I was surrounded by and saw more positive, progressive black people than I saw negative, regressive black people. If this simple fact is true for me and so many others that grew up in what is considered the hoods and ghettos of America, then why is the majority of info we see on the top platforms in social media regarding African Americans negative? I hope you noticed my favorite question in that last statement. Why? Yes, that question, why again? Why do people prefer to see uncooperative, unaccountable 304s more than they care to see cooperative, accountable, successful, and prospering women? Why do people prefer to see lazy, unproductive, self-destructive clowns rather than see productive, community uplifting and building successful black men? Why is it that when it comes to certain segments of society, people prefer to see the worst of those segments? I'm talking about the smallest percentage of those segments. Then this small percentage is used as a blanket to cover the entire segment of that society. Why? Yes, that question, why again? Why does this small percentage of that segment voluntarily choose to aid in covering the entire segment with a blanket that projects a false image of the entire segment of society? Now, I am no different from any of you. I grew up in, like I said, what America and a lot of other people consider the hood. Grew up in a blue-collar family, public school graduate. There was nothing special about me that got me to the successful state I am today. And the truth of the matter is, 99% of the people I know and associate with are individuals who are prosperous, successful, moving in the right direction, helping build communities, helping uplift communities. So if this is true for me, there's no way that the entire segment of our society is so ratchet, so destructive, so hell-bent on living a life of depravity that we're all what they push. There is no way possible. So, I see you made a little small move on the board. Let me go ahead and end this. Maybe you'll understand what I mean when I say, let me go ahead and counsel this king. What do you have for me now?